Hello, all. We're going to do the New York Times crossword puzzle for Sunday, October 22nd. Let's start. Small dosage quantities. You notice how quantities is abbreviated? That means they're looking for the abbreviated version. So it's milligrams, which is MGS. In South America, they're known as gallinas de palo, or chickens of the tree, iguanas. You can see right through them. You notice how M has an apostrophe? That means they're looking for an abbreviated version. So the word is spectacles, but we put in specs for short. To jockey for is to compete for something, to vie for it. Dadaeus Jean Arp, who was a popular painter. Greyhounds competition. A greyhound is a dog. They go into a dog race. Went for is you tried something, you took a stab at it, or you had at it. Little demon is an imp. Acts coy in salary negotiations. Doesn't give a figure. Doesn't give a number, doesn't give how much he wants as a salary. Dismissive rejection. Nah, I don't need that. Nah. Components of some kitschy clocks would be cuckoo clocks. What was once yours? That's Old English. You would say thine. It was mine or yours. Good gracious would be dear me. That's Old English. Or not Old English, but we don't really use that anymore. Play opener is Act 1, but you put the letter I, which is the Roman numeral 1. Standoffish is aloof. Celebs hangout. You notice they didn't write celebrity. That means they're looking for an abbreviation. So very important person, VIP, room. Bowlful with Thai basil and bean sprouts is faux soup, which is actually a delicious soup. You should try it if you haven't. Public stance of a member of Congress. Congress is in Washington. And what do these guys do? They posture. Washington posture. Unsavory relation would be a sordid tale. Biblical grandson of Adam and Eve was Enos. Cliched name for a lab assistant is Igor. Saturday Night Live alum Bryant 80. Document that may be kept in a lockbox would be the deed to your house. Singer Sheena Easton, which she sang Sugar Walls back in the 80s, which was a big hit. Shepherd's job, essentially, is to take care of the pasture. Pasture caring. Unpleasant surprises when buying concert tickets. Well, those would be the extra fees that you would have to pay. Relative of a musset. A musset is a musical instrument. It's a relative of the oboe. To take in is to read. Do something illegal around a basketball hoop would be to goal tend. You're not allowed to tend the goal like you do in soccer. Business card abbreviation would be your telephone number, abbreviated to TEL. Turn more heads than intended is to allure people and to do it too well. Head for business is a CEO, corporate executive officer. You notice it has a question mark at the end, which means it's not straightforward answer. Some informants, informally, stoolies We don't use this expression very often anymore. Now we call them rats. Memo starter would be in reference to something. Abbreviated is in re. Part of Q8ED, well, that is Latin, and the E stands for erat. Nourish is to feed, like feed your children, nourish them. Newspaper write-up that's light on criticism would be a no mean feature. It's a feature of the newspaper, but there's nothing mean about it. Top of the line Mercedes would be the S-Class. Then we've got object with one hole or two, depending on whom you ask, which would be a tube, because a tube has two ends, but some people would say it only has one end, which is the end they blow in. Actress Kurlienko of Black Widow. What was her name? Olga Kurlienko. And a blessing is a boon. They're crazy fads. The latest craze, the latest fad. It can be a strain on the pupils. Now this is an interesting one because it could either be your eyes, it could be a strain on your eyes, or it could be a strain on the students, because pupils is a homonym. It's spelled the same way. It's actually a homograph, which means it's spelled the same way, but it has two different meanings. So it would be course load. The load of the course is a strain on the students. Bungee jumping on Tuesday, skydiving on Wednesday, etc. Well, we've got Tuesday, Wednesday, so we're probably talking about a calendar. Bungee jumping is an adventure, so let's say adventure calendar. Next is men's, I don't know what that is. Less trustful of, leerier. Wear down is to erode, like the water erodes the mountain. Swamp-like, miry. Almost spherical in shape is oblate. Shrug is, you notice it's in square brackets. That means it's not a clear answer. I don't know. Dunno. The world's best-selling planes are Cessnas. 2001 biopic starring Will Smith was Muhammad Ali, or just Ali. He played the part of Muhammad. Show off one's vocal range and stamina is to endure a high note. You'll notice they always do that at the end of their big song when they do a song on America's Got Talent. Endure on a high note. That's it. Mother figure would be a nun. Up and about would be you've risen, you woke up. Stop obsessing over that is let it go, like the song in Frozen, the Disney movie. Let it go, let it go. Downside is the pros is good, and the upside and the downside is the cons. Go out with somebody is to see somebody. Unloads in a way is sells. Diagnostic using an injected tracer. Well, we put dye in the blood, and it's called a dye test to see what's going on in the body. O'Hare identifier. Well, that is an airport in Chicago. O'Hare. Ord. Uh, or in Oko, Flow, song by Enya. I don't know that one. Gadget for a wine enthusiast is an aerator. Nightfall is Day's End. And we've completed the puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye now.